This was taught to me by a great man and teacher of mine, and also a great friend, and his name is Menachem Mendel Chaim, and may he become a great leader among our people. So there's an important concept, and that is about going above the limitations, above your own limitations for Hashem. What's the difference between a righteous person and a not righteous person? Because a lot of times a righteous person and a non-righteous person will have the same schedule. They'll both pray every morning. They'll both study a lot of Torah and do good deeds. But what separates the two? What separates them is whether they are pushing themselves to always grow. Yes, it's great that one is always studying and learning Torah all day. But if one is not trying to improve himself and get himself, always trying to get himself to the next level, then he is not regarded as righteous by Hashem. It is only when somebody's trying to grow that they're regarded as righteous by Hashem, because that growth is the most powerful. To further explain this example, here's an example. A donkey was paid 1 zuz to go 10 kilometers. If he had to bring something 11 kilometers, he was paying 2. You would have to pay 2 zuz. So 1 zuz for 10 kilometers, 2 zuz for 11. That's not really proportional. It should be 1.1 zuz for 11. And 2 zuz would only be for 20 kilometers, no? You would think, but the answer to this is that the donkey is used to going 10 kilometers. Even though the 11 kilometers is only 1 more kilometer, he's not used to or comfortable going that 11th kilometer. So it is so much more expensive and valuable. The same with Torah. If you're used to studying 25 minutes of Torah a day, let's say you add another 5 or 10 minutes per day. Yeah, it's not that much in comparison to the 25 minutes. An extra 10 minutes when you already studied 25 doesn't seem like so much. But in Hashem's eyes, it is extremely valuable, because you're not used to it. Once you become used to something, it's no longer an effort. It's no longer looked at as such a service to Hashem. It's more of a habit. Yes, it's great, but it's a habit as well. And it is not as challenging and hard. But when you add that few minutes, which normally you're not used to, even though it's just a few minutes, it is a lot harder and is a lot more powerful. So we're taught to always be trying to do that. We should always be pushing ourselves to do a little bit more. Like my friend Mendy taught me, it's like going to the gym. If you're doing stuff that's comfortable and not hard, you're never going to get stronger. You might maintain the same strength, you'll stay in shape, but to really gain muscle and become strong and powerful, you need to be pushing harder and harder, increasing the weight and struggling with that weight, because that's what develops the muscles the most. The same with Torah and your neshama. The more you push yourself outside of your comfort zones, the more you push yourselves for Hashem, the more growth and power you will have. And that is what defines a righteous person, somebody who is always trying to grow. Because as we know, the Torah is infinite, Hashem is infinite, therefore our potential to grow is infinite. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. It was enjoyable for me to make. Again, I thank Mendy Chaim for teaching me all this. And I hope you all have an amazing week.